Check that Pilsner. The story behind this beer starts a very, very long time ago in the 1900s. Nowadays you get lagers, you have pale lagers, and they're everywhere. And Pilsner is arguably the most drunk style of beer in the world. But actually, it was not always like this. I mean, this is relatively a new style in the world of beer. It started roughly about 200 years ago, when the technology of making pale malt arrived in Germany, and those guys started using that for brewing their lagers. And in 1840, what happened is that in that time, the Bohemia, which is now part of the Czech Republic, used to be part of the kingdom of realm, I don't really know what the political situation was, of Bavaria, and they had a problem with the brewery there. So they got a brewer to go there and fix it, called Joseph Groll. And that guy took this idea of making a pale lager and did it in this city with its local municipal water. That city was called Pilsen, and the water turned out it was just perfect for this type of beer, and that beer became extremely famous because of that. So what we're trying to do here, what we did with this Check That Pilsner, is go back to the original style. What happened in the 200 years ever since is that this beer has been substantially watered down time and again to be more appealing for the general audiences. And what you have today, what you find in supermarkets, the regular beer, is just pure watery, nothing really interesting about it. Now, the original stuff is very different. Malt flavor is very intense, is slightly darker in color. The hop aroma is very, very vibrant. The classic Pilsner uses a Saaz, which is a type of hop that comes specifically from this town in the Czech Republic. And it's also more bitter than what you normally find in the market. So the body is fuller, bitterness is more intense, and it's not harsh, it's just something that gets you in, that complements well with the maltiness and gives you a really intense, but it's still very elegant beer. The first thing you can get is this nice floral, honey-like notes coming from these hops, from the Saaz hops. We use massive amounts of it. We're not shy. We don't want to save money here. And the second thing you get is a lightly caramelly, again a honey-like note coming from the malt. It's very, very firm and it complements the hops. Yeah, and you get it again in the flavor, how these all complement together, the malt and the hops. And it is sweet in the mouth, but slightly bitter in the finish. So then what happens is that instead of being sticky and cloying, it's actually refreshing and crisp at the end.